RBA OCR 435, and maybe necessarily so because sticky, obviously, inflation rather still sticky where you are. But the economy, though, would probably prefer the OCR to be lower or weaker. Here's the challenge, though. And I want to bring in Trump's stunning victory here. You know, with his fiscal plans, et cetera, chances are more likely than not that yields are going to go up, the cost of money and cost of funding is going to go up, inflation is going to go up as well. Two questions. A, is that going to be a challenge for the RBA, do you think, to start lowering rates? And two, if we are dealing with looking at a higher yield environment, is that necessarily good for ANZ?
So great questions, and there's no easy answer to those. Look, we don't live in a bubble. Australia is not a bubble. We are a very open, dynamic economy. We trade with the rest of the world. So what happens outside Australia absolutely matters to Australia and New Zealand for that matter. And so, look, there's going to be a lot of moving parts here. And again, it's a little bit too early to say exactly what the Trump presidency holds in terms of economic policy. A lot has been said out on the campaign trail. Let's just see what happens. Again, I kind of go back and think about ANZ, unsurprisingly, and say, hey, that's the benefit of having a diversified portfolio. We will be able to, and we're nimble enough to be able to move our capital where our customers need it. And so there's going to be opportunity. Remember, at the end of the day, change is actually a good thing for a bank like us. When things are changing, when the environment's changing, when rates are changing, when trade flows are shifting, that's a good thing for a bank like us because that means our customers need help. They need financing. They need assistance. And you know, so I think there's going to be a really big opportunity for us in this period of change. And we've got to design the bank to succeed despite the environment. But there's no doubt to your questions, it's going to be really a hard thing for the Reserve Bank to balance the very strong economic indicators they're seeing here and abroad. And of course, they need to be really in the context of what's happening globally. And of course, the US matters a lot.
Shayne, so change, big change, huge change in the United States. ANZ, of course, aids, abets, finances and funds a lot of businesses, right, including ones that do business with the United States. You know, the relationship between Australia and the U.S., we saw how Kevin Rudd had to delete his tweets on Trump. Are things going to get off to a rough or even rocky start? And is business in Oz concerned?
Look, it's too early to say, as I said. So first of all, we've been here before. This is not new. We've had a Trump presidency before, and things worked out fine. And, you know, I think the point about business and the point about politics is people find a way. And we will find a way through. And the relationship between Australia and the US is really, really strong. And not just strong over the last 5, 10, 15 years. We're talking about over 100 years. This has been a really strong political, social, economic partnership, and it will and security partnership. And it'll continue to be so. Does that mean it's going to be smooth sailing every year? No. So, but that's what business does. We navigate change. That's what politicians do. And so I'm really confident that we will work our way through this.